Hello, it's Lynette here. I'm just giggling because I keep starting these videos and every time I start the video and say it's that time of the month, it makes me giggle because it's not that time of the month. It's time of the month for the polished off planning project, whatever it's called, that I do with 100% Lindz and Jo Smith. There will be no update from Jo this month because Jo's just given her nails a rest. And to be honest with you, the last 2 weeks I haven't really used any polish either. I had made some progress and I've decided to bin another polish. So I've got this polish stand. And the ideal is, so I've still got more polishes that I want to... The ideal is, right, so you can see that there, looks very nice, that I can get all my polishes on it, right? So that was kind of part of my thinking. So I've still got a few polishes, but they're almost, I am almost there, right? However, what I wanted to show you was the top rows was the polishes that I have used. So I thought that was a good way of doing it. So I used this, it was just a top coat. It's a rather nice top coat. I used the nail berry. Used that a couple of times, so you can see we're kind of there on the usage. I used the Coconut Infusion Barry M once, I think. I used the Coconut Infusion, this nice pink one. Now, I'll tell you about going forward. I used the Avon True Colour, the this nice light blue one. I also used my gel High Shine grey Barry M polish. So I'm down to about where that finger is there. I used the OPI, which I think is nearly done. So that'll definitely be finished for next month. I mainly have been using that as an undercoat because the Sally Hansen dyed my nails really badly and they were green. So putting any colour on top of that, it was just sometimes bleeding through for some reason, even if I did a few coats. So putting that on first and then putting the other colours on helped. I also finished, to be honest with you, there wasn't that much in it. The long lasting nail polish Winter Fuchsia, and I finished that one. So I picked that up in Cyprus, and I also finished this one, MEA, and it was a polish, I don't know if you remember, I had it for about 15 years, Ice Blue. I did love the colour, however it doesn't dry, even using the kind of Sally Hansen quick dry, it just was not drying at all. So I was kind of, half the time I was having to take it off because it was smudged, which is probably why it's finished. So I've decided that I'm also going to bin this one. So it's not finished, but it's getting binned. So that leaves me, oh, and I also used this one. There we go. So you can see the top row plus the OPI are the colours that I used this month. Now I've decided, right, going forward, that my goal is just to be able to get all my polishes onto here, so I'm not desperate to finish all of these off. So I'm going to count what's here: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There's 22 on here left, so that's kind of 20 either used up or binned. Or yeah, binned, you know what I mean. So I have decided that really a lot of the colours on here, I don't want to use them up because I really like them. I want to use them, but not in the way that I was doing. I was getting really obsessive. I was doing my nails every blooming day, and my husband was like, I think you need to give your nails a rest. So at the moment I've just got strengthener on them, but I am going to take that off and I'm just going to be using my solar oil and just kind of rubbing that into the cuticles and the nail bed and just giving it a couple of weeks. I have also made the decision that going forward I am not going to put any nasty colours on my toenails. I've had an ingrown toenail, and while trying to treat that I had to take the nail polish off And when you have nails that have been stained with bright red nail polish and the Sally Hansen kind of blue, it looked disgusting. So I'm not gonna lie, it was horrible. So I've decided that for my toenails for the next few months, until I can kind of get rid of all the stains anyway, I'm going to be using lighter colours, but I will mainly be using this coconut infusion one here. What I did last time was I put this on top of the coconut infusion one. It's another coconut infusion, but I am going to try and just stick to the lighter colour. So I'm not desperately trying to pan that because I want to keep it, but going forward I am going to avoid the high kind of pigmented colours that potentially might stain. So I'm just going to go through the collection and see what might possibly be able to be used up. Trying to think. So I've got the Rimmel Super Gel, and you can see there's not a lot left there. So I thought I could actually, just for a wee change, I could put that on my fingernails or kind of on my toenails, because when that chips you can't really see it. But what I was doing was my nails were chipping, so I would paint them and then I'd put a top coat on and then I would smudge it and then I'd pick it all off again, or I would just sit and pick it. I was getting so obsessed, and then my nails were breaking and snapping. So I'm not going to be putting any kind of high colours on them for the next couple of months anyway. So I could use this one on my fingernails or my toenails, just because it's not going to stain my nails, and it'll give them a very natural colour, which is very pretty. The OPI, I might use that as a base. I will also want to be using, let me think, I don't want to go for anything strong. However, saying that, I don't want to go in for anything strong. This is under halfway. Tempting just to finish it up. So yeah, what am I going to put in my top row? So I'm going to keep to the nice light colours. So I'm not really going to change my top row too much. So I'm going to put the Rimmel, the Nail Berry. That apparently lets your nails breathe. The Coconut Infusion, if I'm feeling, I might, who knows. I'm going to keep this one for my toes, potentially jazzing it up with that every now and again. And the Avon True Blue, it's a nice light colour, and the OPI Milkshake. So I can't imagine me using up, really, you know, I can't see me using up too much kind of going forward. Maybe one next month, who knows. I'm only going to aim for one, that Rimmel one. The rest of the colours, to be honest with you, I'm quite happy for them to be here. They're all colours that I really like. So I've got the Sally Hansen, the Miracle Gel, and that comes with that top coat. However, you know, that is gorgeous for in the winter. So it's not a colour that I would wear at the moment, but autumn, winter, really love it. The Rimmel Super Gel Urban Purple. That's a really nice colour as well. My grey Barry M. It's a grey gloss, which is gorgeous on. My Nails Ink. Now, I'd never planned to finish that one anyway. It's too big, and I like Nails Ink. The Rimmel 60-second polish. I will use that up. The Coconut Barry M one. That actually dries quite dark. The Primark High Shine Nail Lacquer, only supposed to take one coat, but with the green on my nails, you know, I had to do a couple of coats, and then I've ended up taking it off. So I think that's what Steve was kind of trying to say to me, is you're doing your nails like every night. This is getting a bit obsessional. There's this colour here, which I absolutely love. Again, that's a winter colour. My Bordeaux Red. That's probably a colour I would wear in the winter as well. I might actually pan this one. You know, I might actually finish this one by the end of the year. The black one, yeah, I mean, it's half full, but it's kind of colour I would keep for the winter. Now, this is one I'm looking forward to. See this colour here? It actually goes really nice, because I've tried the OPI. You put the OPI on as a base, and then when you pop that on, it really pops the orange. So that's nice for the summer. It is also nice on your toenails, but I would make sure that I was just doing it on top of a colour, if that makes any sense. So yeah, so that's kind of me going forward. And as I said, Jo doesn't have an update this month because she's completely given her nails a rest. I've given my nails a rest for a couple of weeks, and I'm probably going to do the same for the next couple of weeks. So there might be like 2 weeks that I'll pop some polish on. You know, I might switch it up and pop this on my toenails, but purely just to use it up, to be honest with you. So yeah, thank you for watching, and don't forget to go over and check 100% Lindz. She's doing this with me as well, and I promise this time I'm going to get my update up at the right time that we agree. I always say, yeah, we'll do it, we'll get it up on that date, and then I'm kind of like, wait a minute, it's the end of the month. So that's what happened like every other month. So I'm just going to show you actually, right, what I've gone through. So the MEA, so there's one finished, one just panned. The 7-day winter fuchsia. This was one that I really did not like, so that was just thrown in the box. Again, so there's been quite a few. This was finished. This one I think was almost finished, and I decided I wasn't actually using any more of it because it was just a pain. Yep, that one was finished. This one was not finished, but again, it was just a faff. I'd used it quite a few times on my toenails, but even on my toenails, it was taking forever to dry. I finished the Avon Gel Shine. The Vinylux Weekly Top Coat, I think that went all nasty. The Primark, these are really nice polishes, and when Primark's back open, I will see if they've got any more. It's the quick dry nail polishes. I mean, there's 60p and they're quick dry. They are actually quick dry. So as I say, things like that didn't take too long to finish because they were already opened and being used. The Sally Hansen, this is the one that stained everything. Now makes me look like I've got some nasty fungal foot infection. The Cherry Red from the 7-day polishes, I've had these for the last couple of years, so it was nice to use them before they kind of dry up. It's another kind of wee sparkly one. No, it's the same sparkly one, it's just fallen in the box. I kind of still had a bit of that to use, but I just thought, you know what, I'm not, because it's just taking too long to dry. I've got loads of other polishes. The same with the clear one. I kind of got so far, and then I thought, you know, I think I had this, it might have been around the same time, I was just like, you know what, I'm not wasting my time on these daft polishes. The Mia one, I did finish that one, used that on my toes, it was gorgeous. Another Primark quick dry polish here, and they're only little tiny bottles as well. The Primark quick dry polish, this blue is amazing. We've got a health and safety sign at work, and it's the same colour as this, and I love it. And this was gorgeous over the Sally Hansen and over the Primark blue. It's the Primark glitter. So how many have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So between those that have been binned and those that have been finished, it's been quite nice to actually just discover whether I like the polishes or just to play around with them. And it's a good feeling actually using something up. And I'm beginning to clear a lot of the stuff that I had kicking around because I'm running out of space in the house as well. So I want to be starting to either use stuff up or pass it on or bin it if it's just not any good. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. Go and check what Lindsay's done this month, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.